Welcome, welcome. Let me share this live in our Facebook group. So when you come over, say hi. And I wanted to make short and sweet because we are all busy today. Let me see if oh, no, that's the wrong link. So I will, Rudy, welcome, welcome. From England, nice. Okay, so we are all here. And I believe that we are on YouTube also. So pardon my eyes are going to be flying all over the place because I am on Facebook and also on sharing on the screen and also on YouTube. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Patricia Misaki, and I'm the founder of the Akashic Records Institute. And tomorrow is a very special day here in the Institute, and I believe for everyone, because it's the end of the year too. So no matter where you are, this time of the year is the time that we release the old and we open the space for the new. And because of that, we have an annual free Akashic clearing that it's almost like a routine here. I forgot the name in English, but every year at the end of the year, we do this beautiful and big Akashic clearing where the name of the Akashic clearing is Out of the Old and In with the Gold. The basis of these Akashic clearing services that I offer, I tune into the Akashic Records of the group, those of you that will be there live, those of you that will come later because there is no such a thing as time in the way that we see it anyways. And I will help you to release what is no longer in alignment with your true self and with what you are ready to welcome in 2019. So it's a very powerful session. And it's through that session, I don't know how many of you that saw the last webinar that we did last year, but it was through that session that I received this download of how to deliver these sessions 4 years ago. And 4 years ago, that's when I did for the first time. It was the 31st of that year. And I just gathered those who were in my tribe and I delivered this session. It was really, really powerful. And since then, I have done it this big annual free Akashic clearing for everyone in my tribe that wants to join me. Some of you participated of more than one. So I created this live today, and we are like about 24 hours before our Akashic clearing that we're gonna do tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I wanted to give you a few steps of how can you start preparing for this Akashic clearing. And of course, some of you are not going to do the Akashic clearing tomorrow. You may, watch the replay any other day, and it's going to be as powerful. But if you can be there tomorrow, it would be great. I would love your company. So, hello, everyone. Thank you for saying hi, everyone. And so there are one important thing in this transition, and this is something that I've done since I was like 10 years old. And the 31st is the day that I go, I look back to everything that came into my life in the year, in this case, in 2018, right? So I write it down, like everything that came into my experience. And I don't separate good or bad. I just write everything that show up because I truly believe that whatever shows up is there for you. It's not to do something to you. It's actually for your growth, for your expansion. So I welcome everything. It doesn't mean that I'm like, Mary Poppins all the time, like, no, but I welcome, because even if it's not fun, I still welcome because I know that it's doing an important piece for me in my growth in that time in my life. So that's what we do. I like to, starting this time of the year and throughout January, I start, clearing things, letting go of what no longer serves us, and so we can open the space for the new, for the gold, which in my work, once we help our clients to release what is no longer in alignment, we bring in the highest form of energy, which is the color gold. So So we start that today, and then tomorrow we officially have an Akasha clearing to support you. And I have not created the grid yet, the crystal grid, but I'm feeling the call for that we're gonna do a crystal grid of the Taurus, a new Taurus grid. Now I do have the Taurus on the sacred crystal codes, but there is this new Taurus grid that is coming up, and I'm also going to infuse the energy of your word for the year. So if you haven't seen my post, but I'm asking you, please let me know your word for the year in that post, not here. Look for the post where I ask you, what is your word for the year? Write down on that post so we're going to create the grid, and once you create the grid, we're going to infuse with your word for the year. So that is important. And so we're going to have the grid of the Taurus. And for those of you that don't know the Taurus, the sacred geometry of the Taurus is, it's pretty much the form of most things. Yeah, an apple, the world, it's all the energy of the Taurus. And what happens is the energy that is always creating and always recycling and always unfolding itself. So it's a powerful energy to help you, to support with manifestation. For those of you that want to manifest something different in 2019, make sure to be there tomorrow or to watch the replay. Now, it's free to participate. All you need to do is to look here on my business page, Akashic Records Institute. We put on the timeline the link that you sign up, so you can get the Zoom link, and you can participate on Zoom, and it's going to be fun. And then afterwards, you can come in the Zoom, and you can share your experience. I'll be there for you after the Akasha clearing. So so make sure to sign up so you can receive the invitation. If you are our students, you don't have to sign up. I'm going to put in the groups there the direct link. If you are receiving our emails, you probably already received the link yesterday. Now, if you are in our emails and you didn't receive our link yesterday, that means our emails may be going to your spam, so look for them so you can have the access for tomorrow. So that is the little notification. Make sure to participate. And here, I wanted to do this live, preparing for the Akasha clearing, supporting you in preparing for the Akasha clearing, and to have a spectacular 2019. Now, some of you today are super busy, and tomorrow are super busy, maybe traveling, and you may not have time for that, to do what I'm going to share with you. And it is okay. And my intention in sharing these with you, you're going to have for the rest of your life. You can always, start approaching this way, releasing and welcoming. But one thing very, very important to understand is that even though we say, December 31st is the transition of the year, there is a lot of other energies happening. And most people too, look at, for example, February 2nd, which is my grandma birthday, and it's also Iemanjá Day, as when the spring first start, putting out the sprouts out there. Yes, 9 a.m. Pacific. So February 2nd is when the springs, So the way that I see January is a month to continue releasing and continuing welcoming the new and releasing what no longer serves you. So what I'm going to share with you today, you can continue throughout January. And besides that, I'm actually offering 2 courses in January, very affordable. And in those programs, you're going to have a daily Akasha clearing to support you on that. So it's going to be very powerful. Anyone that has questions about that, I'll share a little more tomorrow after the Akasha clearing, but feel free to, it's also here in my timeline. So you can start reading about and see if you would like to really flow through 2019. And in the January, it's when we're going to build the structure for what you're going to welcome in your life and how you're going to move through 2019, because I believe there is always 2 ways to manifest things. There is the hard way, when you work very, very hard, and there is the way that you are in flow, that you just, aligned with your intuition, you align with your desires, and you're not picking up other people's desires and thinking that they are yours, and you are aligned with who you are. So this is going to be very powerful, and you're going to have pretty much the whole month of January to receive support if you choose to. So here is what I want to invite you to do. If you have a time today, great. If not, maybe tomorrow, and you can still do this. You can do this every day throughout January. And this is, I like to combine like physical things with energetic things. So involves you going through your closet, and it could be like a drawer, right? Go to your underwear drawer or whatever that is. It could be your office drawer. Find something. Time maybe, like, if you don't have too much time like 30 minutes and choose one drawer. When you think about, releasing like, stuff, all of us like probably like have stuff all over the place, especially if you have kids. But I like to keep it small, like chunk it down to one drawer. And this is very important. If you can do one thing, it could be like, sometimes like where you in your bathroom, like one drawer of the bathroom, how much junk you have there, right? So basically, all you need to do is go through one section of something and do like 30 minutes. If you have more time, then you do it again 30 minutes. But what I invite you to do is like 30 minutes and choose one thing. Could be one drawer, paperwork drawer. The best thing to think about is what area in your life are you going to focus in 2019? Are you focused, is your desire in 2019 to focus more on family? So maybe do a drawer that is family related. If your focus is regarding money, do your drawer, like where are you dumping all your bills? Right? What is the, and if you are, I invite you to look into my program Money Feng Shui, because I'm going to help you to unclutter this like energetic, specifically regarding money. But anyway, so think about the area. Is that business? What is your paperwork? What is your plans for your calendar and all that stuff? Is that clutter around? So whatever the area, or are you looking to love? Are you looking to build, create, or, find the love of your life in 2019, right? So in that case, maybe looking to, maybe you have a drawer with pictures of old girlfriends or boyfriends or, partners. Go through that and let go of that. So the rule of thumb, if is like over like a year and you have not used it, you have not touched it, let go so you can create space for the new. All right, so this is the first step. Go through one drawer that has some sort of connection of what is the area of your life that you really wanted to shift, empower, bring some new energy into 2019. All right, so step one, get at that drawer. Step two, you're going to look at, think about your thoughts of 2018 that may have keep you stuck. What it is that you're telling yourself that you're not creating what you want to create. For example, let's say you had a money goal, right? And then somehow you did not, you wanted to double your income, and somehow you did not double your income. So, tune into what is a great way to do that, like run energy with that intention, right? Tune into what it is that you're telling yourself that you didn't create that income, as, what it is. Like, it's because of someone else, it's because of, people in your house, is because clients, is because the economy, right? What are you telling yourself that you didn't create that, right? Another way to, that I like to say is like, what excuses are you telling yourself that you didn't create that? Because I truly believe when you clear those triggers in your body, and that is something that we're going to do in the Akashic clearing. That's why I wanted to start you, tuning into that. We can create anything. But if we're not creating what we desire, it's because we're telling ourselves that we can't. So unclutter one drawer and notice what are the thoughts that are holding you back. Like, right, they are in your body, and your ego is using that to hold you back. So whatever that is, and the first thing that comes to you is the one that you wanted to release, right? So you have now a bag with a bunch of junk that you no longer need. And you have the thoughts that you know is no longer supporting you. So you have the bag and the thoughts, right? So what you're going to do now, you're going to write those thoughts on a paper, right? And so you can write those thoughts on a paper. You can actually put on that pile of the things, the thoughts, right? And then, so now you get a bag of stuff that you no longer need, and also the thoughts that you no longer need. I would attach one thought per drawer, right? You did a drawer, you did a closet, you did an area, and put everything in the bag and put one thought that you're releasing. So you get the bag, you get the thoughts, and then you go in and you put that outside of your house. Like what I do here, I donate, right? So I call there is the Salvation Army. There is a bunch of different places that you call them and they come to your house and pick it up. So put whatever you tell them you're gonna be. And of course, as you go through more things, you're gonna put more things there. But you're gonna put the bag with that thought, right? And so it's outside of your house. And one thing about that, because you're gonna give that to someone, right? But what you need to understand is that you're not giving them those thoughts because you're recycling. In the same way that let's say it was a bag of clothes that no longer fits you or no longer in alignment with your identity, right? So when you donate something, you are allowing that energy that was stagnated in your closet to move, to go to someone that needs that, right? So when you let go of a thought, it doesn't mean that you're going to give to that person. It means that you're releasing. As you put it outside, you're releasing that thought to the universe. You may, if you want, put those thoughts like on top of the bags, but before the person that, the truck that comes to pick it up, before they pick it up, you can actually, burn it, make a beautiful ceremony. But just by the intention to put it out of your house and say thank you, both for the clothes and the thoughts. Thank you for everything that you brought into my life. And I now release you with love so you can be recycled in the universe and can become something somewhere else, right? So it's something simple, but you are actually doing like the physical aspect of actually getting stuff that is stagnated in your house. And you're also getting your thoughts that are stagnating your life, and you're releasing that so we can, as we go into 2019, you no longer have that energy holding back. So this connection between the two things, it came in one of the Akasha clearings. So I love that, as I'm delivering those sessions, the guides like bring these transmissions. So it came in one Akasha clearings, and I love that, to use that to share this tip, because it's so powerful, because we hold on to stuff, like thinking that, maybe it's a shirt that no longer fits you because you gained a little weight and you're like, oh, I'm going to hold on, I'm going to lose the weight and then I'm going to use. But then you're holding on to things, right? Just let it go. Whatever, if you bought an exercise machine and it's like for 3 years in the garage, let it go, please. And create the space for the year, right? And the same thing goes to 2018. If there was someone in your life that, brought something that caused you stress, that when you think about the person or the situation, you still feel resentment or you feel bad about, let it go, right? So this is a great way. If it was a relationship, let it go, everything that you still have hanging around in your house about the relationship, and write down what you're releasing. What are the thoughts that are creating you to feel resentment for the person? Let it go, let it all go, right? So put it outside of your house. And then I like to, you can run energy. If you don't know how to run energy, it was somewhere in my page, but I can give you again. It's on the video of me on the beach. There is a link to how to run energy, but feel free to comment, tag me so I can see, or send us a message for our fan page, and I'll give you the infographic of how to run energy. But these will clear from your space. And then you can get a cup of water, a big cup of water after you get all that go. So you close your eyes, you have the water with you, and then you just call forth I love to call forth Archangel Michael, right? Archangel Michael has a beautiful, powerful energy. You ask Archangel Michael to bless your water with new energy, um, new opportunities, new ways to see yourself, new ways to see possibilities, and to be open to synchronicity in 2019. And you drink the water, clearing up anything that must be released. So that's that. All you need to do is to, between today and tomorrow, 9 a.m., 30 minutes in your timer. If you don't have that much time, do a little less, but try to do it. Like, go through one door and see what happens, like the kitchen drawer, or like, whatever is the drawer that is connected to an area in your life. So that's that. Hope you enjoy our live today. And I will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Invite friends. This is a free, open to all, a session where I will call in the healing guides, and they're going to tune into the Akashic records of the group and help you to release those emotions and then bring it in. Number one, your word for the year, the essence of your word for the year. We're going to bring everybody's word of the year, and we're going to activate the Taurus of your heart for bring the most amazing 2019 for you. So that's that. The link to join us, it's up on my timeline on my Facebook business page. And also, for those of you that wanted to actually take advantage of the 2 programs that we are offering in January for more than half off, look it up on that page and make sure to take advantage of this special. There is only a few, I think, until tomorrow or so, because one of the courses starts on January 2nd. So enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.